What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this one comes from MSN. TfL funding crisis. Transport for London. 500 London tube station jobs to be cut. Between 500 and 600 posts are set to be axed across the network, with bigger stations in central London set to bear the brunt. Strike action is now likely across Underground from early next year. Unions are in the middle of a series of weekend walkouts over the rotas being used to staff the night tube, and have threatened to strike over changes to staff pensions. The RMT said on Tuesday afternoon that it would ballot more than 10,000 members from next Monday on taking strike action. RMT General Secretary Mick Lynch said a financial crisis at Transport for London has been deliberately engineered by the government to drive a cost-cutting agenda which would savage jobs, services, safety, and threaten the working conditions and pensions of our members. Today we have seen the opening salvo on what will become an all-out assault on safety, critical staff posts with 600 jobs on the block, mainly amongst our station members. The cuts are a direct result of Transport for London's dire financial situation. It is seeking 1.7 billion from the government to keep services running over the next 18 months, but must also make at least 500 million of savings on the London Underground, which obviously is a lot of money to cut. And apparently they're doing this by axing 500 to 600 jobs. And that's a lot of jobs. That's a lot of people to lose their jobs. And it's on the London Underground where you need people because you need it to be safe, right? You don't want there ever to not be someone there. But also, what you have to remember is that by axing jobs as well, that puts more pressure on current staff. That means that they have to work more hours. That means they have to do more shift. That means that they don't get to spend as much time at home. And now you might be thinking, well, what do you mean they don't get to spend more? That means less days off. That means less health. And this isn't good when it comes to station work, right? Especially when you have night shifts and stuff and you're axing people's jobs. And it does seem bad for rail workers at the moment. Transport for London's current government bailout runs out on Saturday. It has been forced to draw up radical cost-saving plans amid fears of a massive shortfall in cash to maintain the capital's public transport network. Nick Dent, London Underground's Director of Customer Operations, said, "Devastating impact of the pandemic on our finances have made a programme of change urgently necessary. The safety and security of our customers and colleagues is still our top priority, and we will ensure in all circumstances our staff will continue to be visible and available to help customers at all times, including offering the on-demand turn-up-and-go service to assist their disabled customers. Changes will be closely monitored to ensure that the highest levels of safety and customer service continue to be met. The discussions are at an early stage, and we will continue to work with our employees and trade union colleagues as proposals are developed." Now, like I was saying, that's a lot of jobs to go, right? And you can understand why workers are annoyed because there's already job postings open, right? There's already 250 jobs missing, right? That aren't filled. So they're already working, more shifts than they should be. And then now they're being told that, hey, guess what? Another few hundred jobs are going, which means it's going to put more pressure on the remaining staff. It's going to affect services. And I don't understand how they think it's not going to affect services, because it is, because it's not going to be good whatsoever. It's going to cause burnout in staff, right? And obviously, they're going to strike. That's the intention of the RMT, to strike, to ballot for it. And next year, they'll probably end up striking. And I don't blame them. But we'll have to see where this goes and what happens with it. But it very much is a government issue and could be easily rectified with some additional funding to, prevent services having to be cut and to keep Transport for London afloat until they can get more on the financially stable position than what they're at now. But I feel like this is the wrong way of going about it, and I think strikes will be inevitable. Let me know what you guys think down below about this. Obviously, you never want to see people lose jobs, and especially not on vital services that people rely on, that hundreds of thousands of people use every single day, right? That they rely on to get to work, and you need a reliable, good, safe service, especially at night time and stuff. You want them to be staffed, and you don't want people to be burnt out and stuff. You want to have enough people around to ensure your services are safe, because train stations can be dangerous places, and there's a lot of instances of really bad things happening in train stations and on the underground and stuff. Not just here, around the world, horrible things really do happen, and you really do need train stations to be safe. Let me know what you think down below. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.